Whenever I can, I generally bring up genres or types of games that I miss seeing within the current market. Now, I don't want to discount it either because it's usually the indies that help to bring back some of these many niches back out into the market. Indies are great and we love them, but I miss when the big AAA would make more action games, like say with Team Ninja. They made a shift to the Souls-like space with Neo, and pretty much since then they've been on that train. I played the first Neo, I really enjoyed it a lot, and I liked what it brought to the table with that game. At the same time, a Souls game most certainly is not an action game. When I think action game, I think original God of War, Devil May Cry, and Ninja Gaiden among a few others. But more specifically for today, I want to focus in on Ninja Gaiden for a bit. More specifically, the second entry, because now it's back and it's absolutely saving the industry. This might sound a bit odd, but I first need to praise the announcement and release of the remaster for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It wasn't like this was something that we even knew about, or honestly, it wasn't even leaked, where we are in an industry where we can see the entire story for something, say, as big as The Last of Us Part 2 when that leaked. Or using Sony again as another example, their entire game for Wolverine leaked in an early access build. To be able to have the absolute best kind of shadow drop with Ninja Gaiden 2, this right here is just awesome. This meant that they have been working on this game for a while, and instead of just trying to build up to it and have good PR, Team Ninja just put all of their eggs in one basket and both announced, revealed, and then launched the game all in the same day. When I saw it come back on my Twitter feed, I had to do a second take. I'm like, wait, what? I know that we had the Master Collection, and through mods you can actually make it more in line, especially the violence like how it was on the Xbox 360. But this new remaster for 2 is very much in fact modeled after that 360 version, the best version of the game, where we see an industry announce games years in advance, and absolutely nothing to show for it as well. Look at the likes of the newest Elder Scrolls, the Splinter Cell remake, among many others. When you announce a game and especially have nothing to show for it, honestly, I think it's probably best to just keep it quiet until you actually have something that you can show your audience, something with a bit more substantiation. Like, announcements like that aren't even games, they are basically just concepts, especially if you aren't showing anything for it. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black comes right in, ignores all the build-up and just goes right for the throat. It's effective and precise in how it's done, and in an industry where we want more good games of this kind, I think this right here sends the right message, that you can shadow drop something like this, especially if you've taken the time to deliver a quality game, which was done here. So listen up, games industry, this right here, this is how you get it done. So a cool shadow drop announcement won't really mean too much if the game isn't any good. Yeah, well, in the case of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, this game is good, very good even. This is easily one of my favorite action games that I have ever played. It was a title that I actually started out with back on the PlayStation. Yes, I played the Sigma version first. I was at college and I only had my PS3 with me, no access to an Xbox. I enjoyed that version, but I read about how it removed much of the over-the-top violence that the Xbox One had. So after playing it and enjoying it a lot, I got the Xbox 360 version, and it was here where I felt like I really fell in love with the game. It makes the PS3 version look neutered by comparison. Now sure, the 360 did have some spots where the frame rate would absolutely tank because of all the enemies and their body parts flying around. But honestly, I didn't care. This disgusting spectacle was part of why this game was, and is still great. Now we get a nice coat of paint, and I'm assuming that the frame rate will probably hold up pretty well here. Releasing a new version of this game now is like sending a bit of a shockwave throughout the industry. We haven't had anything like this from the big budget space in a long while. I might even say that we haven't really had a true action game like this maybe since Devil May Cry 5. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a killer drop. I have only spent a little bit of time diving into this new remaster, and man, this game holds up considerably well. I always like the look to the Team Ninja games, and here it just pops more. Those delicious blood and gore effects are on full display. It sounds silly, but playing the PS3 version, you really are missing out on big parts of what makes this game so good. That visceral, over-the-top combat is fantastic. You feel every hit. Yes, the game is incredibly hard, but the dance of needing to be in these situations, where you're up against a lot, with foes that could easily take you out. But you are powerful as well, with lots of options, and the game continually dances between providing that player empowerment, along with making the player feel very vulnerable, and even regular enemies are just as deadly. Now you can probably tell from my footage I'm not that good at the game, plus I'm a bit rusty, but my god do I love playing this title. This series is great, but this might be my favorite one. Using the various weapons, dishing out all sorts of combos, slaughtering everyone that comes at you, you're in a world of danger, and there's only one way out of it, through everybody. I really like how the health system works in this title too, because as you take hits you'll lose from your main health bar, while also having some of your max health be chipped away. At the end of a fight, your health is restored to the highest point it can be at the time, minus all of those chipped away parts. You need to then visit a save point to be fully healed. But I love how this works because each fight turns into a sole focus. How do I beat this one right now? This way you can put all of your attention in on this battle and not worry about what's ahead. You'll get some health back at least, so you know you're going to have a fighting chance for the next one. But right now, focus on the here and now, especially on how to survive. After I saw the game was coming back, I felt compelled to make a video on it. I had to do it. I love the original on the Xbox 360, it's easily one of the best exclusives on there. I never thought we'd see Team Ninja sort of remaster this version of the game. It does make things a bit more convoluted with all the different versions out there, but I'd rather have more options than not. Playing this here now proves we need more games like this made today. I think the market might be secretly hungry for this. Yes, these games are challenging, but they also provide some of the biggest rewards too. The fast and incredible visceral action shows how deadly you can be with a blade. Honestly, any weapon in this game. If you like your action games with limbs and heads rolling, then this is easily for you. Ninja Gaiden is back, and it looks like it's going to be here to stay, because in the same day that they shadow dropped this, there was a pretty big announcement for a brand new sequel in the series, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. What are your thoughts on Ninja Gaiden 2 Black? Were you a fan of this back in the day? Have you tried this new remaster? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.